Have you ever thought about the world around us and how it came to be? It's easy to get lost in the beauty of nature, the vast oceans, the towering mountains, and the delicate balance of life. But have you ever asked yourself, how did all of this come to exist? What was the process behind the creation of everything we know today? On this journey, we'll take a look at the story of how God formed the world in just 6 days. From the creation of light to the formation of man, this powerful account has shaped the way many of us view the world. Let's explore how God's creativity and power shaped everything we see today. Welcome to Story of Grace, the beginning of the world. In the very beginning, before anything else existed, there was absolutely nothing. Picture it. There were no stars shining in the vastness of space, no planets orbiting in the cosmos, no oceans sprawling across the land, no sky to look up at, and certainly no people to witness any of it. In this boundless emptiness, only God existed, with the power to bring forth all that would come. The Bible tells us that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This wasn't a random, haphazard event. It marked the birth of everything: time, space, matter, and life itself. On day one, God spoke the words, "Let there be light," and suddenly, the universe was forever changed. The darkness, which once ruled the void, was separated by a brilliant burst of light. The moment God uttered those words, light flooded the universe, creating the first distinction between day and night. Think about it. Before light, there was only the unknown, an endless abyss. But with light came clarity, order, and the ability to see. This single act was a powerful declaration of God's creativity and authority. Light not only marks the beginning of creation, but it also set the foundation for everything that was to follow, bringing life, direction, and purpose to what was once a formless, empty void. The creation of the sky and seas. On the second day, the transformation of the world continued as God took another monumental step in His creation. He separated the waters, creating a vast expanse that we now know as the sky. Imagine that moment. There was no sky to be seen, no clouds to drift by or winds to carry the atmosphere. God, with divine purpose, created an expanse to divide the waters above from the waters below, and thus the sky came into existence. This firmament, as it is sometimes called, formed the space that allowed the earth to breathe. The atmosphere that surrounds our planet is more than just air we breathe. It's a vital system that supports life in all its forms. The sky was essential not only for the separation of the waters, but also for the formation of clouds, rain, and weather patterns that nourish the earth. Without the sky, there would be no rain to water the plants, no clouds to shield us from the sun, and no atmosphere to protect life. God took something chaotic and formless, seas of water, and divided them to create order. The creation of the sky was another brilliant stroke of God's power, shaping the world into a livable, thriving place. With the sky in place, the foundation for the seas and all life to come was laid down. The formation of land and plants. On the third day, God called forth dry land to appear, and immediately the earth began to take on a more recognizable form. The waters gathered in one place, and the dry land emerged. What came next was truly amazing: the creation of plants. Imagine the first flowers blooming, trees growing tall, and grasses swaying in the wind. This was a vital step in the world's development. Plants are the foundation of the food chain, the oxygen we breathe, and the beautiful landscapes we enjoy. God's creativity was displayed in the vast variety of plant life He created, each with its own unique beauty and purpose. From towering trees to delicate flowers, each plant was designed with intention and care. The land was no longer empty, but full of life and potential. The creation of sun, moon, and stars day 4 was a crucial step in the formation of the world as we know it. God created the sun, moon, and stars. These heavenly bodies weren't just for decoration. They had a clear purpose. The sun would govern the day, the moon would govern the night, and the stars would serve as markers for seasons, days, and years. Imagine how strange it must have been to live in a world without the sun. The light from the sun brings warmth, sustenance, and direction. The moon, on the other hand, brings beauty to the night sky and affects the tides of the seas. God's creation of these celestial bodies was an essential part of the world's order. With the creation of the sun, moon, and stars, day and night became distinct, and the rhythm of life on earth was established. The creation of animals. On day 5, God created the creatures of the sea and the birds of the air. Picture the first fish swimming in the oceans, or the first birds soaring through the sky. The earth was slowly becoming alive with movement. God didn't just create animals. He filled the world with life, from the smallest fish to the largest whales, from the tiniest sparrow to the majestic eagles. This creation was a reflection of God's love for diversity and His desire for the earth to be teeming with life. He blessed the animals, telling them to be fruitful and multiply, filling the seas and the skies. The earth was no longer a barren land, but a place of thriving ecosystems. The creation of humanity. On the 6th day, God made a powerful decision. He created mankind in His image. Think about that for a moment. Humans were made to reflect the very nature of God. God didn't just form Adam out of dust. He breathed life into him, giving him a soul. Then, He created Eve from Adam's rib, and together, they were meant to rule over the earth, taking care of the animals, plants, and all of creation. This was a special moment because humans were given dominion over the earth. They were not just another creature on the planet, but were created to be stewards of it. God gave them the ability to think, feel, and create, just as He did. It was on this day that humanity became a central part of God's creation, and the earth was now complete. The 7th day. A day of rest. After 6 days of work, God looked at everything He had made, and it was good. But on the 7th day, God did something very special. He rested. The act of resting on the 7th day wasn't because God was tired, but because He wanted to set an example for humanity. He established the concept of rest and Sabbath. In a world that often feels busy and chaotic, this day of rest is a reminder of the importance of taking time to reflect, recharge, and appreciate the world around us. It's not just about physical rest, it's about spiritual rest as well, taking time to reconnect with God and His creation. The power of creation. The story of God creating the world in 6 days is not just a historical account, but a reminder of the power of creation. When we look at the world around us, we can see the beauty and order that was established in those 6 days. From the light that separates day and night to the oceans that cover the earth, every part of creation is a testament to God's power and creativity. The world we live in is not just a random collection of elements. It is a carefully designed and purposeful creation. This story also teaches us about God's character. He is intentional, powerful, and loving. and He created the world with a purpose. As we reflect on the incredible story of creation, let us remember the power and purpose behind everything we see. The world was not made by accident, but by a loving and intentional Creator. If you enjoyed this journey through the creation story, make sure to hit the subscribe button on Story of Grace. There's so much more to explore and learn, and we'd love for you to join us as we dive into more stories that inspire, teach, and uplift. Thank you for being part of this incredible community. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Your support means the world to us.